thank you for joining me today. Welcome to my Blooming TV. Today we are going to be doing a crochet DIY. I'm going to be showing you how you can make your own crochet poof or a loofah, and this I have made with the Scrubby sparkle yarn. If you want to see how I make that, I encourage you to sit back, relax, and please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. I'll be right back to show you the things that will be needed. Thank you.
Alright. Okay.
So for today's project, we are going to be reusing the Red Heart Scrubby sparkle yarn, and it's in the size 4 medium, and the crochet hook suggested is 5.5 millimeter. This is in the orange naranja, and that is what I use for this this one. And then today I'm going to be using my leftover from the grape color one, so I'm going to use this yarn to show you for today's tutorial. You need a 5.5 millimeter hook, a tapestry needle, and a cutter or scissors. So these are two different sizes. So for this grape color one, you saw I put a holder there you can use to hang it so it can dry faster. I started round 1, so it's just 3 rounds of double crochet. Round 1 I started 20 double crochets, and then round 2 I made 4 double crochet into each of the stitch in the 20. So for the round 2 is 4 times 20, and that is 80. And then for round 3 I made 4 into every single double crochet. So round 3 is 4 times 80, so that's about 320. So that gives you this size. And for this one I made round 1 to be 10, and then round 2 I made 4 into each of the stitch to give you 4 times 10, 40. And then for round 3 I made 5 into each one to give you 5 times 40, which is 200. So that gives you this size, and this one gives you this size. So this is great for taking your bath, washing your face, and some people also use it for their dishes as well. So for today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you the smaller size, and I'll also show you how to make the handle. So I'll be right back and then we'll get started. Thank you, and please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. So to start, we are going to start with making a magic circle, and to do that you just go around. I don't want the tail to be too long, so you just go around like so and hold on to that place where you have the round. Okay, I'm going to just transfer here. So now for this project you need to know how to do a double crochet. So you're going to start by chaining 2 first. So you go through the circle, yarn over, pull through. This one does not count as a chain. This is just to start the project. So you chain 2, 1 and 2. So this is your chain 1, this is your chain 2. The one on the hook never counts, so that is going to count as our first double crochet. So we are going to make 10 into this ring, so I'll make 9 more. So yarn over to make a double crochet, pull through, you have 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you yarn over, pull through 2, and now you have 2, you yarn over again, pull through both loops. So now you have 1, which was the first one, 2. So we are just going to make 10. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this project just has 3 rows. So this is row 1. So we've made 10 double crochets. So what you do now is you're going to pull on the tail of the ring so we can close that circle. Okay, so as you pull, you notice the circle here begins to close, so you pull as tight as you can. All right, and then now that you have pulled out, we are going to chain 25 to make the handle. So we are going to chain 25 so we can make this handle. Okay, so you just go 1 2 3 4 5 3 24 and 25. So now that we've made it 25, we're going to come back here to that starting chain. Okay, so you're going to come back into that very spot there where you have your chain here. Okay, so your chain 1, so you go back into the chain and we are going to do a slip stitch. To make a slip stitch, you go into the chain like that, yarn over, pull through, and pull through your last chain here. Okay, so that we join the two together like so. And so now to close this circle fully, we are going to go to the top of that chain 2. So 1 2, we'll go to the very top here, almost like you're coming to the chain 1. Don't forget to add your tail, so you crochet your tail as you go. And now you are going to pull through and pull through here as well. Okay, so now the first circle or the first row is complete, and you can just pull on this chain to make it tight. So now you have completed row 1 of 10, and then you have done the holder already. So just make sure you pull this one tight. Okay, so now for row 2, you are going to chain 2. Okay, and that chain 2 counts as a double crochet, and now we are going to work 4 double crochet into each of the 10. Okay, so you yarn over, so you look carefully to make sure you are working into each of the stitch there. So you go in, we're going to do 4 double crochet into that first one. So that is 2, because the chain 2 counted as 1. That is 3, and that is 4. So we've done the first set of 4. So we are going to do 4 into every single chain. So we yarn over, go to the next chain now. Make sure you don't skip a chain. That is 1. And as you go, ensure that you are going in with the tail, so that way you deal with it once and for all. So we'll go back into that very same stitch. That is 2 into the very same one, 3, and then lastly we'll do 4. So that is the second set of 4. All right, so just keep pulling this. So that is the second set of your 4 there. So now we go into this chain, which is the next one. We are also going to make 4 there. So keep doing that, and I'll meet you at the end of the row so we can do row 3. Okay, so we are coming to the end of this first row here. I'm just making the last set now, the last sets of double crochet. Okay, so that's 1. So make sure you go into the very last one. 2, 3, and 4. So what I'm going to do, the tail, I'm going to snip off the remaining one in that tail there, the tail from the ring. Okay, so now you're going to look for the first, you remember we started with the chain 2. So you're going to go to the top of the stitch here and do a slip stitch. So you just yarn over, pull through, and pull through this one. Okay, so that completes the second circle, and as you can see, it has started forming the ridges now, and then we've made the handle here. Okay, so now for the final row, which is row 3, we are going to make 5 double crochet into each of these stitches here. So the first row was 10 and we made 4 into each one to give 40. So now we are going to make 5 into each of this one. So 5 times 4, okay, sorry, 5 times 40, that will give us 200 for that last one, and that is why you see it very coily. So if you see this one, same way, we started with 10 and then 40 and then to the end here to look like this. So now we are going to start with a chain 2, 1, 2, and then into that very first one we are going to make 5. So this is 1 because we said the first chain counts as a double crochet. So we go back into that very chain, 2, into the same one, 3, yet again, 4 and 5. Okay, so that is our first set for the third one. So we are going to go into, so just make sure you identify each of the chain, and it's easy because you see those small V-like structures. So you're just going to make sure you make 5 into each of them. So we have done the first one, this is the second one here. So as you are going, just keep checking and make sure you have no gaps. If you have a gap, it means you have skipped a chain. So this is 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I'm going to fast forward it a little bit so the video is not too long. So I'm done with this one, so the next one is right there. Okay, so 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so now to finish, you know, we started with a chain 2, 1, 2. So you come to the very top here to do a slip stitch. So you put your hook through, yarn over, pull through, and pull through your last stitch there, and that completes it. And then you yarn over one more time, pull through, and then you're going to cut off your yarn. Don't put too much. So now you just pull through like so, and then you pull through this one to tie it up, tie it into a knot. Okay, so now you can adjust your work, see if you like the shape, see if it's big enough. So like I said, we're doing the smaller size, which is this one, so I just scrunch it up a little bit. So that is this size. So if you want it bigger, then you want to start with a bigger foundation chain. And then to finish it up, we're just going to use a tapestry needle, and we're just going to weave in the ends. So you just go in and out, in and out until you're done, and pull out from there. Okay, so you weave in the ends here. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It's very simple, beginner friendly. So when you do that, just make sure you keep pulling it out so you can see the stitches again. And then what I like to do is I'll go back again just so that it doesn't come on off. And these scrubbies last a long time. You can also do this in any type of scrubby yarn of your choice. Just bear in mind that it uses a lot of yarn, and this yarn can be quite expensive. Okay, I just snipped that off, and now we are done. And after using your sponge, just be sure to hang it with this one. So that's all. So thank you so much for joining me for today's tutorial, and until next time when I bring you another exciting tutorial, let me know how your project goes, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Have a blessed and wonderful day. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, come on!